Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to see part 2 of me coloring Moonglow from Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. In this part, I will be using Prismacolor Premier colored pencils as well as some gel pens. So let's get started. Okay, so I picked out some Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. I also picked out a couple of gel pens that I have that would kind of match the best with this picture. So I have two different sets of gel pens. I have TANMIT and REAEON. I think they're actually made by the same manufacturer because they look exactly the same. There's just a different name on them. So these are like the kind of the gray colors I picked out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use one of them or all of them yet. I haven't decided. So I have G22 and G21, which are TANMIT ones. And then I have the REAEON G35. With this color, again, I don't know if I'm going to use all of them or if I'm just going to use one or two or what, but these are all from the REAEON set. They come in a 100 pack on Amazon, so I have 35 or GN35, GN22, and GN36. The TANMIT ones are like a variety pack, like you get pastels and you get glitter neons and glitters, and then the REAEONs are just all like glitter neon or just straight up glitter. And then I picked out for my Prismacolor colored pencils, I have black, just because I always have black. And then I have like all of the cool grays. I have like 90%, 70%, all the way up to the 10%. And then for the like turquoise colors, I picked Cobalt Turquoise, Light Aqua, and Aquamarine. So usually this is like one of my favorite blends to use. If you see on my Instagram, I have a picture that I colored a Johanna Basford. It's like a sugar skull. It's from World of Flowers. I used this color combination. I just really like the way that they look together. So I think I'm actually going to start off with the lightest color, which is Light Aqua. Usually I like when I do my blends, I start with the darkest color, but I'm a little worried about starting with the darkest color. I'll start with the lightest and then I can add the dark as I need it. I just don't want to make it too dark to where I can't, like, you can't undo that. So I don't even know if this Light Aqua is going to show up. It's pretty much the same color that I chose for the marker. It's slightly darker. I don't know if you guys can see that it's slightly darker. Oh, you know what? I thought about going into the hair a little bit with some of the glitter gel pens. I should probably do that first because otherwise I'm not going to be able to go over. The pencil with the glitter gel pen. I don't know. Ooh, that's dark. I just want to put a little bit in her hair. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Oh well. I don't want to do like a lot. I don't want too much glitter. Just a little bit here and there. Like, I don't know if I want to do any of the big sections with glitter. Wow, that glitter is really showing up on camera. Wasn't expecting it to show up that well. There was a time where I was really on like a gel pen kick. I was actually coloring like all my pictures in gel pen, and that was before I bought Prismacolors and before I started blending things. but some of my, like when I first started coloring and using a lot of gel pens, you know, it's like your pictures are flat because you don't really do much shading. At least I didn't with gel pen. It's hard for me to blend with gel pen, and I know you can use different things to help them blend better, but I've never bought them or tried them out or anything. Maybe a little down here. I'm just I don't have like any rhyme or reason to which strands of hair I'm picking. I'm just kind of doing it at random, hoping it'll look nice in the end. It's been so long since I've used. I'm gonna just turn the page over because I don't want to get, I have to avoid that one because that's the one I started using my Prismas on. I love coloring Hannah Lynn hair. It's like one of my favorite things about her images is this type of hair. I'm not really a fan of the ones that have like, that don't have the individual strands. I know there's a few, but I'm glad that most of her images have the hair like this. Well, that worked out perfect because I did get some gray into that strand. So that covered it up real nice. We'll just do a little bit on the side here. This color matches like perfectly with the alcohol marker. I'm gonna try and work on centering my pages a little bit more. It's just hard because the desk is like a built-in desk, and then on the side it's not like all open underneath. It has like a wall. I don't know how to explain it. But it's just difficult to kind of work around sometimes. So I'm like all over the place. Should I do this one? We're gonna do it. I don't want the glitter covering up her eyelashes. I got gel pen on my finger here. I hate when that happens. It's because it's still wet. Oh no, I got it like all over. Got it all over the page. Darn. At least it's not colored. It's just glitter. It doesn't really ruin like the whole page or anything. So now that we're almost a whole month into the new year, did you guys have any New Year's resolutions? And did you stick with them so far? I never do New Year's resolutions. I think like my New Year's resolution is to color more pages this year. That's what mine is. I don't have any interest to do anything else. I'd like to try and go back to school to finish my bachelor's degree. Right now I just have an associate's degree. So I'd like to go back and finish my bachelor's, but it's like, I don't know. I did start a while back, and then I don't want to say I dropped out, but I stopped. and I haven't gone back. My last class ended in May, and I just haven't gone back since because I don't know, I have at my current job I have 3 more years to finish my bachelor's. So as long as I finish in the next 3 years, it's not that big of a deal. Although, yeah, I just don't have the desire to go back right now. I want to be able to enjoy life. I spent so much time in school before I started working that it's like I just want to be able to work full time and focus on my hobbies and not worry about deadlines and all that stuff. I mean, I only take one class at a time. But it's still a lot of work. I hope that's not too much glitter down there. Trying to space it out so that there's not glitter everywhere. Okay, there. I don't know. I wonder if I should like spray some type of fixative on this. Just because I don't want... We'll put some glitter in her wings. Just because I don't want to get glitter everywhere. I'm whispering. I'm sorry. I don't want to get glitter everywhere. Now I can't talk. So I'm using the G35 for her wings. We'll put a little bit in here. Oh, that's dark. I didn't think it was going to be that dark. Well, that's a bummer. You know what, though? A lot of times, well, not a lot, but sometimes it's like I'll start coloring an image. I won't like it, you know, like the way that it's going. Sometimes I don't finish it because of that, and other times I do finish it, and it's like when I finish it, I'm like, okay, I'm glad that I stuck with it. You know, because it does wind up turning out nice. These are this one's kind of scratchy. I don't know if, oh well. I don't know if I want to just stick with that or if I want to put more glitter. I'm so indecisive. I'll do her stars over here in glitter. And then maybe I'll do the stripes in her top with some glitter too. Make it matchy. How do I get over there without tracking glitter over? Okay, here we go. Trying not to rest my hand on the image, so if it looks like I'm coloring funny, I am. Because I don't want to rest it on the image and track glitter on the rest of the page. I don't even know if it, like, is the fixative even gonna work for the glitter? Or honestly, I bought like a can of the workable fixative. The Krylon, I think it is is the brand, and I've never used it. We'll see if it works. Although I don't think you're supposed to spray it on anything indoors. We'll put some glitter in her flower. Just these little dots, I think. Yeah, good. Well, she's like halfway finished, I guess. I think I am gonna spray some fixative on here just to see if it'll kind of help stop that glitter from getting everywhere. Okay, so I decided not to use the fixative. A few reasons. It's like it didn't say anything about using it on gel pen in there or on the can. Second of all, it said to use between like 50 degrees and 80 degrees and in a well ventilated area. And right now it is way too cold to be standing outside to try and spray some fixative on a picture. So I just gave this a little bit of time to dry. Oh yeah, and the other thing, it said like dry time 10 to 15 minutes, handle time 1 hour, and I did not want to wait a whole hour to let it whatever dry. Or so I'm just gonna finish this with these Prismacolors, or at least finish her hair and the wings and her clothes and stuff. Like I said, I did not want to wait an hour. So I did start with this strand of hair right there. So I did the light aqua already on most of it, and now I'm gonna go in with aquamarine. So just to give it a little bit of shading. Then I can blend it out. I'm still definitely not like 100% comfortable with coloring hair, especially this type of hair. I'm always worried that I'm gonna mess up or like it's not gonna look right. So I'm not an expert. This is not a tutorial. This is just for fun. Just a simple, you know, color and chat classic. I have not been coloring long enough to be doing tutorials on that. I'm gonna go in with, so this is my darkest color, Cobalt Turquoise. This one's getting pretty small, but I do have a spare. Because this is one of my favorite colors of Prismacolor. So I have a second one. I like using the marker as a base because I feel that I don't need to make sure like I'm covering every single thing with pencil. Because that can get like time consuming. I'm gonna grab my little brush and hope that I don't disturb the gel pen that's on here. It doesn't look like it. I don't know. It's still transferring, but I don't know if that ever goes away. It's like, I think the glitter just always kind of transfers. I think the next time I do this, I will figure out ahead of time like which ones I want to be glittery and then do the glitter last, and then that way I don't have to worry about it transferring onto something else. Look, I said I was going to go in with the lightest color first, and here I am still going in with the darkest one. I think it's just out of habit that I do that. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. At least let's see, does it come off? It comes off of this part. I brush it away. I should have left this lighter. Yeah, that's why I should go in with the darkest color last. And here I am, still going in with the lightest. The other thing I don't like about Prismas is how it covers. I don't know if that's with every colored pencil, that it like covers the lines a little bit. It's like I'd hardly know because I barely use anything but Prismacolor. I really need to use my other ones more. It's like I have all this art supplies and I wind up using the same stuff over and over again instead of using my new stuff. It's like I know Prismacolors, and I know how they work, and it's like I'd hate to do a video with something and then wind up not liking it, which in fact I did. When I was doing some mini images in like Johanna Basford's World of Wonder, she's got a couple of pages with like a bunch of smaller images on them, and I did the Black Widow. The Black Widow was on one, and then I actually uploaded that video. You can see that. And then the second one I did with Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I did not like the way it turned out at all. So I never wound up posting the video because I didn't like the way that it turned out. So I don't know if that glitter's gonna come off. So yeah, that's why I just wind up using Prismas a lot, because I know like how to blend them. I know how they're gonna turn out. So, but like polychromos are even more expensive than Prismas, but like I actually prefer my Prismas over polychromos. I'm gonna give this one a little bit of sharpening. I'm using the T-Gal Sharpener. It's one of my favorites. I also have the Dolly 133. I like that one too. But I like the T-Gal for using for videos because it's not loud like the Doll. I mean, I know I can edit it out, but it just makes it easier to use one that's not so loud. Like I have this brush here and I always wind up trying to blow off the wax anyway. I think when I did this image originally, I think I was gonna post that too, but I wound up recording that one on the camcorder that I returned because I couldn't, that camcorder, it would have been fine, but I just didn't. I tried using a certain memory card with it. It wasn't working. And then I was trying to put the video on my computer, but because it was recorded in 4K and it was so long, it wound up like my computer wasn't able, it was just a nightmare. My computer wasn't able to take the video because there wasn't enough memory, and then it's just easiest to do all this on my phone. Besides, I edit my movies in iMovie, and I like iMovie. I like iMovie on my phone better than trying to use it on... It just seems more user-friendly to me on my phone than on my Mac. And if I really want to use it on my Mac, I can always airdrop these videos to my Mac if my Mac will take them. I like the way this one's turning out a lot more than the last one that I did anyway. Yeah, I missed coloring. It was such a long time. Well, it wasn't that long, but it felt like a long time. Just because I wasn't doing something that I enjoy doing. We also got recently, finally got our hands on a PS5. My husband has been wanting one for quite some time. We finally got one, so we bought a few games for it. We bought this one. It's kind of cute. I think it's originally for the PS4, but it's called It Takes Two, and it's like a game that you and the person you're playing with kind of like figure stuff out together. It's kind of cheesy, but I don't know, it was fun for us to play, just because you're not really like playing against each other. You're kind of, it's like you're on a team. But there's like certain things that I can't do in video games, and then I get frustrated. Like when we were playing it, I was like, I can't jump from this thing to the other, and it's like I kept dying in the game. And I told my husband, I was like, this is why I don't play video games. I'm not good at them. I was like, this is why I color. I'm good at coloring. I'm not good at playing video. Well, there's certain games that I'm good at. Mario Kart. I'm really good at Mario Kart. There's another one I was playing for a little while. It's like a role-playing game. I know, I'm a nerd. It's called Octopath Traveler. I really enjoyed it because it reminded me of like the old Final Fantasy games. I enjoyed playing that one. I got pretty far in it and then I just stopped. That one's on Nintendo Switch. And then I've got another game, Trials of Mana, I think it is. I didn't play that one very much, but I got, I even got Animal Crossing, but I couldn't get into that one either. I know a lot of people like it, so, but like I said, I just couldn't get into it. My daughters play it. They like it, but we all have our own Nintendo Switch lights. So they have Animal Crossing, and I think they have a few other games for theirs. And like I said, I had Animal Crossing, but I didn't enjoy playing it, so I stopped. But yeah, that other game, I was playing the Octopath Traveler. I liked that one. I played it for a while. And then I got into coloring, so I kind of stopped playing on my Nintendo Switch. This is like, when I first started coloring, I did not know that I was gonna like it this much. I thought it was just gonna be like another little hobby, but it's literally my favorite thing. I don't know how I lived a life without coloring, because I just love it. Here, actually, you know what, maybe I'll just, you can probably see, so I have washi tape on here because I want to try and make sure I'm still like in the camera frame, and although it seems like a good idea, I don't wind up paying attention to it. So whatever, this part of her hair is coming along nice. So I know I talked about like my Nintendo Switch and stuff like that. Do you guys have other things you do besides coloring, like, that you enjoy? I could literally, like, coloring could be my only hobby and for the rest of my life, and I'd probably be okay with it. I usually never stick to a hobby. Like, I've stuck to coloring. Part of it's because of all the money I've spent on art supplies. But, you know, like, I get into something and I get really wild about it, and then it's kind of like, after a while, it's like, eh. But with coloring, you know, like, I hadn't colored in a while. This is my first time coloring. I haven't colored at all off camera. So this is the first time I've colored in a long time, but it's like I couldn't wait to start doing it. I've been thinking about it. But I think that's part of my problem too, is like, now that I have a YouTube channel, I feel like if I'm coloring, I need to do it on camera. And so it was like, I was always trying to find the right time to post a video and, you know, have time to edit the video and whatever else comes along with putting videos up on YouTube. So that was part of my problem. It was like, I wanted to color, but I just didn't feel like being on camera, I guess. Not that there's anything I need to do. I mean, you guys don't see my face, so it's not like I need to, like, make sure I look good or, like, look presentable, but one day you guys will see my face. Today is not that day. So yeah, that was part of my problem. I wanted to put it on camera, and I didn't feel like setting everything up and whatever else. But the nice thing, so I had purchased 3 like LED lights when I originally decided I was going to start a YouTube channel. I purchased 3 LED lights. It was like a 3-pack on Amazon. And I needed, with my old phone, I needed all 3 of them to get like good lighting. And now that I have this phone, I actually only need 1 of them. So, but it was like, I'd have to set up first I'd have to clean off my desk. But then I'd have to set up the phone tripod, and then I have to, well, not the tripod, it's just like a thing that clamps on the side of my desk, but I have to set up the lights and get all my supplies. You know, it just seemed, and I was like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just set it up and start filming. So I'm glad that I get to be coloring again and be on camera and whatever else. Probably boring to most people. I don't live a very exciting life, to be honest. So it's like when I get on camera, I don't have a whole lot to say because there's not that much going on in my life that I need to talk about. Because I literally work and sleep and color. I mean, I hang out with the family. But it's like my girls are teenagers. They don't want to hang out with their parents. So being that they don't want to hang out with their parents, if my husband doesn't have something to occupy himself, then I kind of feel like I don't want to be away in a different room filming, you know. But now he's got the PS5, so maybe he won't mind. Maybe he won't mind playing video games by himself. But it's like I just feel guilty if I'm in a different room. If I'm secluding myself. And like the bedroom, my room, and then, like I said, I'll call this the studio, is upstairs, whereas the rest of the house is downstairs. And I don't want to like film right in front of him, because if he's playing video games, then there's going to be all that extra noise that I don't want in my video. I don't want all that extra background noise. I gotta sharpen these ones. This is gonna wind up being a really long video, but I'll put it in, I'll probably put it in parts. I just love these three colors together. I feel like they just complement each other so well. Or they blend really well. She's coming along. I'm really liking it so far. A lot of, like I said, especially with that glitter gel pen, that I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. This is coming along pretty nice. So that concludes part 2 of me coloring Moonglow from Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. If you would like to see part 3, please head on over to my channel and you can find the video there. Thanks for watching.